why do I think of these things after I've laid everything down? I just make extra work for myself, don't I? Yes. Hey there everyone, my name is GamePar and welcome back to another episode on the InfinityCraft server. In today's episode, we are going to be continuing work on our brand new base, but I wanted to show off some off-camera work that I have done on the concrete factory. First of all of the ribs along the roof are in place. Also, I'm going to show you what I've done with the first set of structural supports inside. I've got it going all the way across, but also take a look. There's an awful lot of white concrete powder in there. That bin is full. So imagine all along the concrete factory that all of these bins are full of the colored concrete powder. That is what we are going for. But that white bin is completely full. Let's go over and take a look to see what's going on the inside. And this is a little tricky now. Oh, I missed. At least that gives me a chance to show you what I've done with the bubble elevator. I've kind of just, let's see if I can get up here top. Have a little bit of a look. Let's see. So I've redesigned the corner pillar. I've taken some of the frilly stuff off, I guess is what you could say, some of the ornamental stuff at the top. And I've just brought it out and I've created a bubble column elevator inside, and it's accessible from both sides here. There are just some fence gates holding back the water of the bubble elevator, so you can access it from both sides. And I think it's, it's enough to give a reinforced corner, but it's not overdone. And then these are just here to bring that out a little bit. I'm not sure whether I want to keep that or not, or whether I should just get rid of it. But since I've got some of these support structure flare out areas on the bottom on this side, I might want to keep it. But let's take this off and head back over to this side of the river and have a quick peek. What do you think? Should those flare out areas be on here, or should it just be a straight column going up? I'm not sure what I think about this yet. Why don't you leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think. Should we keep the flare outs, or should we keep it simple like this? I will take your advice and implement that into the build. But let's head up to the top here, shall we? It's a pretty short ride up to the top. And I imagine having one of these bubble elevators on each of the corners, so no matter where we are, where we're working, we'll be able to see, get up to the top. Now, we have support structure going all the way across. Now, I did make a slight adjustment from my original design. So each area where there was a gap in the iron bars, if I was going to do this, instead of putting extra slab down like this, where I had to on this side, what I've done is, because I've got the extra rib going across the top, I've eliminated the inside slabs, and I think that looks pretty good going across here. It kind of streamlines the look a little bit, but still gives us that support that we need. So if I come along here and take a quick peek, yeah, it gives the metal support for the roof that the roof really does need, but it kind of cleans up that look. Now, I did play around more with, or at least tried to, with the iron trap doors on the sea lanterns. And so I put a sea lantern, I put a trap door on the sea lantern, put a block underneath it, a button, and I could close it, but as soon as the button released, it would open up. Same with a lever, so there's no way for me to get a closed iron trap door on these. Maybe we will look at doing some wood where you can just manually close it and it will stay closed. Unfortunately, the iron is a no-go. We have the full bin of white concrete here. So if I was to hit this button, which I'm not going to do right now, it should just change that first layer into hardened concrete, and we would be able to mine that out. I'm working on filling up the red right now, and we will fill every single bin with hardened with concrete powder. Yeah, we're not doing hardened concrete until until we need it. So a pro tip to any of the other InfinityCraft members who are using Silver Platinum's Wither Skelly farm here, don't AFK in the farm. You might just find out that you've been killed and all your items have despawned. How do I know this? Well, it kind of happened to me. Instead of recording all morning, Wednesday morning today, I've spent my entire day getting all my good gear back. So yeah, you know, if you're here just chilling with the Wither Skellies, make sure that you're here and you know if anything's attacking you, because you may regret the AFK. So like I said, I need, oh come on guys, I need 44 beacons. That means I need, what's 44 times 3? I don't know, I can't maths on camera. 88 plus 44, let's see, 88, 98, 108, 118, 122. Yeah. That's a lot of skulls. Not only did I lose all of my gear, I also lost 2 Wither Skelly heads that I had. I had enough with one that I had on hand to get another star, but oh well. I'm going to be spending a little bit of time harvesting Wither Skeletons here. Here we are at our soon-to-be base. Now, I've spent a little bit of time grinding in the nether, and I was able to get enough for 2 more beacons, plus a couple of spare heads. So we are going to place down these beacons today in a few of these spots around here and start getting this going. But before we do that, we need to dig out this whole area. Now, you'll see that we've got some redstone here. This redstone, I've counted out 80 blocks out from this post, which means that the from the center to the end is going to be 81, with another 80 blocks going that way, which makes the circumference of our circumference the correct diameter. Diameter, that might be the right one. Anyway, the outside of our main base area, 161 blocks wide. So that is this sizing that we are going with. So this redstone line just marks that out so I can see where this goes. And this brings it close enough to this area that if you pop over to the east side of the spawn area, you should be able to see this thing in the distance. So yeah, this is where it's going to come out to on both sides. So it's a decent size. I'm always making things really tiny and really small, and this just comes right in line with that. No, I don't. I make things rather large here in Minecraft from time to time. So I'm going to start getting this thing dug out, and then we are going to place down the beacons that I have here. It has been all dug out. Doesn't that look awesome? Now, if you're thinking this is all the digging work I'm going to have to do, you would be wrong. Because these beams are going to be essentially digging out this world. So as the season progresses, this whole area is going to be gradually decimated by this structure, craft, whatever it is that's not of this world. So yeah, if you're thinking, you know, this is going to be it, this is definitely not going to be it, this whole area is just going to be completely decimated. But next thing I need to do is head down into this hole down here and start laying down some beacon blocks so that I can lay down some more beacons. And what I think I'm going to do, just to conserve the resources, is that we are going to only put down enough blocks to make a visual beacon. Obviously, one of the beacons that we have is going to be, for now, a haste beacon. But eventually, I think that it's just going to be visual beacons, and they won't really have any buffs because, I mean, that's a lot of iron down there and gold underneath in order to
create just one buff that one beacon that has buffs. So the rest of them, I'm pretty sure we're just going to do visually, because that's a whole pile of resources. And even this beacon here, once we finish digging, will probably be reduced down to simply a visual beacon. So I'm going to head down. I'm going to I can't remember how many beacons I have so far, but we're going to start laying them down. Here we are down at the bottom of the world, and I've got a bunch of gold and iron blocks in my inventory. And so this is going to allow us to simply build out the blocks that we need in order to put down our beacons. Now, how am I going to do this so that I can gradually... I know what I can do. One will go here. So it'll need to be like that. And then one... How am I going to do this? So one... Oh, let me place down these blocks that I need. By blocks, I mean ender chest, so I can access my stuff. I took the wrong thing out. Alright, so we're going to put one down here, one down here. And, oh, that one does not belong here. So, next thing we are going to do is, what happens if I remove this? That does turn off, okay. That's a shame. Okay. I'm gonna have to keep all of these on this same level, I think, unfortunately. So, one is gonna go here. Yeah, I don't see any way that I can make these not all be on the same level, unfortunately, which means I'm gonna have lots of space underneath. So, for now, I'm going to torch this place up so that it looks cleaner. Yeah. Alright, let me get the rest of these beacons down and I'll show you what I've done. So what I've done is I've laid down all the beacons that I currently have. Also, I've laid out the rest of the iron and the gold that I have in a pattern that will allow me to plop down the other beacons as I get them. Now, what I did to get the gold was I headed over to the Mesa biome, and I just was mining through there because that's really the quickest way to get gold. So gold really is one of the easiest things to do as far as these beacons are concerned. But, I mean, I don't want to look down here and see all these blocks, so that's why I want to probably drop this down to just these kind of blocks once I get the area dug out. But maybe I'll set up a separate mining beacon as I'm mining out this stuff so that it's not impeding on the look and the design, and then I'll just lower all of this. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, I think I'm actually going to move my haste beacon into the center of this and just have it as a working beacon so that I can lay the rest of this stuff just simply down on the ground level. Why do I think of these things after I've laid everything down? I just make extra work for myself, don't I? Yes. So here we have the modification of this whole thing. I've moved this beacon into the center. That way it will have a good range for when I'm mining out this area, and then afterwards I can just remove it and it's not going to affect what you see from up top. But also I was thinking that it will be inside the circle of beacons, and you're not really going to be looking inside the circle of beacons, otherwise you're probably going to fall in. You're mostly going to be looking at everything up to the beacons from the outside, so this shouldn't be too much of a problem. Let's get up to the top and... I don't have any more rockets. I must... Oh, no, I do. Okay. But I might as well get these out of my shulker box now. Get that back in there. Okay, let's rocket up to the top and then take a look at it from up there. I'm really curious to see what this looks like from above. So it looks a little strange right now just because all the beacons aren't there, but you can see this area that has the 3 beacons in a row, and I think these are going to look really interesting together. It's going to, the base is going to be up top, and it's going to be like the base is shooting down these beams, and these beams, because they're going up, are drawing materials up to the station or space station or ship or whatever it is that we're building up top here, and it's just sucking the resources out to repair itself so that it can get the inhabitants that don't belong here back to wherever they belong, to their own dimension or their own world. And these are the beams that are affecting what's going on with the rest of the world, with the other dimensions creeping into the overworld. So I think this is going to look really, really cool once it's all done. Yeah, I don't think we want that center beam in there once it's all together. And a lot of this area is just going to be removed, and it's going to be removed all the way down to bedrock, and it's just going to look like it's been tearing into the earth. So that's going to be really, really cool. But I have what? There's 4, 5, 6, 7 beacons. Take 7 off of 44, and you've got 30. 7 off of 44. That leaves you with 37 left to get. Yeah, that's right. 37. I need 37 more. 37 times 3 is how many more Wither Skelly heads I need. This is going to take a while, isn't it? Yeah. But it's looking good so far. I'm liking it. Again, I'm not sure what color these beams should be. I had only one suggestion in the last video, and that suggestion was that they should be red. If you have a suggestion for me, what color should be turned into the earth, let me know in the comments below. That's what I'm talking about. The comments, not the description. The description's for me to type in. Leave a comment below as to what color you think these beams ripping into the earth and sucking out the resources should be. So there's one more thing that I want to do in this episode today, and that's going to involve some of these blocks, and I need to go for a little bit of a travel. So while I'm traveling to a new location on the server, take a look at what I saw today while I was doing some grindy work.
Don't touch it. It's a decoy. Don't touch it. No touching. Oh. Free dirt. I won't complain about that. Love free dirt. Glorious, glorious. Free dirt.
Here we are approaching our target area. Now, as you know, Christmas is coming, and well, somebody said that they love dirt. Yeah. They love dirt. They love free dirt, and they will never complain about free dirt. So I thought that I would make Mr. PigCart's, Christmas wish of having more dirt kind of just a little more of a reality. And it maybe looks like somebody has beaten me to this. Is somebody, like, really? Somebody's already kind of beaten me to this, but, that's just gonna despawn. That's just gonna despawn, so, I mean, I think we need some dirt in here that's not gonna despawn. Yeah, I think that non-despawning dirt is really what we need here. So we're just gonna give PigCart some free dirt, even though it looked like somebody sort of already had the same kind of idea as I did. You know what actually is kind of cool about this is, as long as PigCart doesn't watch my video, I'm kind of free and clear as far as responsibility for this is concerned, because he's going to assume that it was Newt that did this. So yeah, I'm kind of in the free and clear, I think. That's kind of sweet, I think. Yeah. It's such a good thing I'm doing. Free dirt, Christmas present for PigCart. There we go. We have done our good deed of the day, giving PigCart some of that wonderful free dirt that he so desperately loves. Yes, that is our good deed of the day. But unfortunately, that is all the time that we have for today's episode. If you have enjoyed this episode, make sure that you hit the like button. If you're new to my channel or haven't done so yet, why not hit that subscribe button today and make me a very happy GamePar? In fact, I really want to see if I can hit that 100 subscriber mark before Christmas. And, well, we're not that many days away from Christmas, so please make me a really happy GamePar and share this all over the place. And let's see if we can get that subscriber count to 100 before Christmas time. Also, make sure that you take a moment and check out the videos of the other InfinityCraft members. Well worth your time. Go to their channels, hit their subscribe and like buttons, and show them a little bit of love. But for now, this has been GamePar playing on the InfinityCraft server. Have a great day, everyone.
Don't touch it. It's a decoy. Don't touch it.